And to that point, we're going to attempt something that hasn't been done before. We're going to do a project today. I've got Volquartsen parts for the Smith Wesson 22 Victory, and that's exciting because in the uncut format, we're going to try to do it without any cuts. So when you would normally watch one of these projects on Shooting USA on Outdoor Channel, there would be edits and we would move time forward, and that would give me time to put parts on and take parts off. In this case, we're going to roll the camera. Tony's going to cruise around there,
zip around
and we're going to make it all happen in one shot.
See the camera doing this for a second and then there may be some focus issues because,
well, yeah, we'll work that out and bear with us. It's the internet. It should be fun.
It's the interwebs.
But the beauty of it is Smith & Wesson's newest rimfire pistol, the 22 Victory, about $400 out of the box as a starting point. Perfectly fine target barrel here, but of course they partner ahead of release with Volquartsen to create a series of custom barrels, and in fact you can buy directly from Smith & Wesson one equipped with the carbon fiber barrel that Tony's holding now.
Now Volquartsen Custom, if you haven't heard of these guys, they're an amazing producer of really accurate 22s. They have legendary barrels. They've been doing this a long time. Allie Barrett, you may know her as Alley Cat Barrett, is a multi-time national and a world NSSF Rimfire Challenge champion, and she has been shooting for Volquartsen. I've done a bunch of stuff with Volquartsen, an amazing platform they build, and the fact that they were able to take all their awesome technology over years of development and partner with Smith & Wesson to be able to provide this aftermarket upgrades means that this is going to be a platform to deal with. It's on the competitive circuit especially, and the price point is really amazing.
I mean, at $400 out of the box, ready to run. Doug Koenig, as a matter of fact, had a couple of them at the U.S. Steel Nationals last weekend. He and his sons were running them in the rimfire match. Fantastic guns, and you can't beat the price, nor can you beat the modularity, and that's what makes this pistol so special. Like I said, you can get the carbon fiber barrel from Smith & Wesson already on the 22 Victory, but the one we want to put on today is the stainless steel eye-fluted barrel with forward blow comp. Now that's their language. I like forward forcing comp. Forward blow comp is what they call it. What's cool about this, and we just figured this out on the phone with Scott Volquartsen, this thing is removable. You can't even see that seam, but it's removable, and it comes off and matches the threads that are on all of the Volquartsen barrels.
Now I understand you're probably thinking, what do I need a compensator for a 22? When I first started working with Volquartsen and their compensators, that was a question I had for them. I said, well, does it really matter? And I've actually got some really detailed, focused footage of me watching this and the effect it actually has. It actually forces that there's not much recoil, but when you're shooting NSSF Steel Challenge, moving from target to target, the slightest bit of barrel rise, the slightest bit of movement of the gun can cost tenths of a second, which can cost you national championships. And they've put a lot of thought in this, and it works. It works amazing. Now, one of the things I want to talk about before John moves on to the actual project, their sleeving process. With Volquartsen, there's many companies out there that do different techniques when it comes to sleeving an actual barrel. They actually create a gap inside between the sleeve and the actual barrel itself. So there's a stainless steel sleeve runs through there, and there's a gap between it and the carbon fiber, which allows a cooling channel so that from shooting multiple magazines through it, and even on their rifle barrels, you'll find that it doesn't get hot. I've gone out and done testing and stuff and shot magazine X magazine, actually grabbed the gun by the barrel and handed somebody else just to prove that point. So it stays very cool. You don't have to worry about the carbon fiber heating up or mess with the harmonics of the barrel itself.
Awesome. Had no idea about that. That's an interesting factoid you bring to the
smart
table.
Guy. I'm a smart guy behind the table for once.
Well, why don't you run over there and grab the camera there?
Fat guy. Well, I got it. Okay. All right, man, we'll see you in a minute.
All right, so like I said, we're going to try to take ourselves all the way through this project in one cut. Tony's going to grab the camera, and I've got the tools. All you need is a 3mm Allen key, and it all centers around the takedown screw here on the 22 Victory. So we're going to back that guy all the way out, and it's just as simple as, you know, back a screw out. Keep that guy safe. The action comes right off. Now, that same 3mm Allen key loosens this detent right here in the action. Now, we don't want to back that all the way out. We just want a few turns off of it, and the factory barrel comes right out. The Volquartsen barrel is just a simple replacement. Now notice this is the detent, and that's what gives this system the mechanical advantage. You don't need a lot of heat on this detent screw. So just, you know, give it a little torque, nothing major, don't try to break your wrist. Then it's just a simple reassembly. The action just fits right back on, and that takedown screw goes right back in place. Now as I get that tightened up, you'll notice that I've already gone ahead and replaced the rear fiber optic sight with the included piece of Picatinny rail, and I've added the Bushnell TRS-25 red dot. Primary reason is I knew we were going to the Volquartsen barrel, and it does not currently have a front sight. However, it is tapped if you want to add a front sight, so you can run this barrel in iron sight divisions. But in this configuration, we're going to have a red dot, and the TRS-25 is the choice. The Volquartsen eye-fluted stainless steel barrel with forward blowing comp retails suggested about $295. The suggested retail for the starting point with the Smith Wesson 22 Victory is just over $400. You can also, like I mentioned, buy that forward forcing or forward blow comp separately and add it to any of the Volquartsen barrels for right around $100. So that's what we got. Tony's going to run the pistol at the range and give you his impressions.
Definitely one of the cooler parts of the job, being able to come out to the range and actually shoot really neat stuff like this. Smith & Wesson 22 Victory, paired with the Volquartsen eye-fluted stainless steel compensated barrel. Now, the real reason we want to come out here, we already know Volquartsen makes an accurate 22 and makes an unbelievable barrel. Thing I want to show you here is the effectiveness of this 22 compensator on this eye-fluted barrel. Great idea to pair the eye-fluted stainless steel barrel with the Smith & Wesson 22 Victory. Now the carbon fiber barrel is going to be a little bit lighter, obviously. Going to have the same characteristics when it is paired with this compensator. Now we notice there inside the studio that the machining is really amazing. It's hard to realize and even notice that there is a compensator on this eye-fluted barrel. Great, great idea. Well played. Make sure you go to Volquartsen.com to check out not only the barrels for the Smith & Wesson 22 Victory, but all of their performance 22s. Make sure you like and share the Shooting USA Uncut videos. Remember to like and share the ShootingUSA.com Facebook page. And make sure, once again, you go to Volquartsen.com to check out the eye-fluted barrel for your Smith & Wesson 22 Victory. And again, all of their performance 22s. Make sure you get out the range and enjoy this beautiful weather. And once again, stay safe, train hard, and win the fight.